More and more parents every year are not allowing their children to play football. This is normally due to the fact that football has a high chance of injury. Many kids wanting to play football also fear injury, but if football is started at a young age, the risk of injury later on will be decreased. Kids tend to focus on running the plays more during practice, but learning the techniques of tackling and other parts of the game is still important. Coaches are always reminding players how to do things properly. This is apparent not only in practices but games as well. The younger teams practice either with only helmets, like the team I followed today, or with shoulder pads on, which you might notice with the other teams in the background. This is because they do not hit in practice, which completely eliminates injuries in practice. Coaches keep a close eye on the players during practices, making sure that the players are kept safe and hydrated during the day. Players at this age tend to not focus too much on the task at hand, which makes it hard for the coaches to show them how to properly do things such as tackling. So coaches try to keep them engaged as much as possible. Compared to high school football, this age group focuses a lot more on the smaller nitty-gritty things while practicing. This includes things like where to properly block players, how to keep your head out of the way during a tackle, and how to properly throw a football. Older age groups during practice focus on the bigger picture, which means the smaller things are not taught and sometimes forgotten altogether. This shows why it's important to start football at a young age.
Your goal is to get it over Mike's head. Go bathroom! Go everyone go bathroom! Go now!
Sportsmanship during games keeps the players calm and level-headed. This reduces the risk of them being aggressive going into tackles and remembering their techniques to reduce injury.
Get your helmet! Go! Remember what we were teaching you.
That's what I'm changing?
Hey, toe to the line! Toe to the line!
Who's doing what? I'll do that. Okay. You're the one that's going to move. Have y'all done it? I've done it. Okay. That ain't done it. Okay. So, you know, go move. Ready?
Ready?
If they're coming to the sideline,
Ready? Let's go!
Let's
go!
we're talking on cell phone. Sort of pay attention to me.
Don't worry about the big.
Because there may be a flag before we move. If you see a flag and I don't, then we'll together and we'll make it all good.
It's all right.
When there's a storm, you guys can stop. You don't have to.
Hey, guys, over here! Punch it! Get over here! You got one Let's go!
Come on, Mikey!
On the 50, Mikey on the 5-yard line.
The coaches, as seen here, are allowed to instruct the players while on the field and during the play. This helps decrease the risk of injury, as the coaches will help their players through tackling and certain other activities during the game.
Come on, we just went through this. All the way down on the numbers. Hey, Jackson, on the numbers. Mike, off the field. Down, Josh.
Hold up, wait for the whistle.
Hey, Mike, you gotta get off.
Wait for the whistle.
Two down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one's out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Get off. Get down! Get all the way down, Todd! Danny, Mikey, come on, get him in place. Mikey, go down. Look where the ball's going to be, kids. Mikey! All right, starting up. Offense, starting offense.
Come on, baby.
Starting offense! Hey! Cool! Danny! That's her! Go get it!
Back up.
4 points fast, man! Get down! Dude, he's got the real stuff.
As the first play begins, you can really see that the players are tackling near their legs or down lower to try and reduce the risk of injury. Now, of course, the players don't know how to do this right away, but they're making sure to keep their head out of the way of the tackle to decrease risk of injuring themselves, mainly.
Pay attention, man!
Do it again, Mikey!
Hover! Get on! Hover! Hold on! Scoot out! Back up! Stand up, 4 points!
One thing that really causes injuries among the younger age groups playing football is the gang tackling, as it's called, or tackling with multiple players. The big dog piles can really injure players, so that is one thing that the coaches try to stress, is to not have too many people tackling one guy.
Green 1! Explode off the line, dude! Hold on! Let's go, D's! Time to eat! Time to eat!
Leave it on!
Stand up!
There's 2 Peytons on this squad.
Look at Tom. Todd. Yeah, he's
Adrian! Adrian! Put a pizza on up. Come here.
Alright, so first off, how old are you?
8,
8, alright. What age did you start playing football?
7.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about football?
Tackling.
Tackling? Okay. What's your least favorite thing?
Getting tackled.
Okay. And if you could change one thing about football, what would it be?
No pads.
No pads? Alright. That's it, buddy. Okay. What's your name?
Mikey.
Alrighty. How old are you?
9.
What age did you start playing football?
I don't know, like 5.
5? Alright. What's your favorite thing about football?
To tackle people and run the ball.
Alrighty. What's your least favorite thing?
Huh?
What's your least favorite thing?
Probably just stay at home and be bored.
And not play football? Okay. Now, if you could change one thing about football, what would it be?
Probably to have no penalties or anything.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want.
Alright. Thanks, Mikey. As you can tell from the interviews, both of these kids seem to love to tackle. With them still being young, this seems to be a fun thing to do, but if not properly taught, tackling can be a dangerous thing. Both these kids, however, started playing football very young. This will only help them in learning how to properly tackle and keep injury-free. Another big cause of injury, as seen in this clip, is actually the ground. Many players are driven into the ground, forcing head injuries and other leg injuries. With this play, you can see that the player is driven down backwards, forcing his neck into a bad position after the tackle. This hit also shows why we also have helmets. Here you see a flag thrown for an illegal hit, which will hopefully show the players after a while that a tackle is not a good tackle. At this age, one thing that is hard for young players is throwing and catching. This actually isn't necessarily a bad thing, as many injuries come from when a player catches the ball and then is immediately hit from a tackler that they do not expect. Blindside hits, as they are called, lead to many injuries, as the players are not prepared to take the hit and their bodies are not tensed up or prepared to hit at all. Good tackle. Oh no.
flag.
We were on the golf cart at my friend's house. And go boy! Go boy! He go! He go! Turn on the turbos, big fella. Don't fumble! Don't fumble! Good job. Your mom got me bugging.
Did you have to go sit with your grandparents?
Yeah, my grandparents at that game, and I just went inside. Go boy!
Why not? Did you write a letter to him?
I already did my application.
What did they say?
I hadn't gotten an answer back yet. I did it like yesterday. Yeah, we do that every year.
That was so much fun. I never ran so hard in my life.
Around the end, do you want to go down or try and get out of bounds? You want to go out of bounds? Why? Stop the clock. We didn't have to.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Well, don't worry about it. What happened there? But
Hey guys,
get out of bounds.
Hey guys,
Just a learning point.
Offense, listen up. On that first play, okay, we ran the zombie, right? That was probably the best block, Mikey, I've ever seen.
Okay,
You crack back and block that guy and free him up. He's calling us to get outside. Get up. Go down the other side. Remember we talked about crack back and then free him up and then come outside. Mikey, you want to go this way with me? Mikey. No.
Guys, let's go music.
Ryan, I'll just do it on
Okay, but hey, in the first play,
Hey! Anybody that carries the ball, two hands right before you get tackled. They're trying to strip it. Two hands.
I need another battery for this thing. Oh.
Back up!
Is the 18?
Oh yeah.
Ronaldo edition?
No, Icon.
PS4 or
Xbox
One?
Xbox One.
You just grind on that.
If there's one game I'd say I'm good at, it'd be the FIFA.
Move on the ball! Get in there!
Get him, Danny. Get him, Danny. You missed it.
I have $200 on that. Alpha Mullen. Project and chemistry, and apparently I'm the best I'm gonna get to 60 if all this right.
Why?
I guess I did it wrong. What did this talk about how the state standards have changed? Like I didn't know any of this. West to yo, west, go. Get him, we stop. Oh, here he goes. There you go. Keep him the ball. Oh, good tackle.
I thought it was solid.
1 or 2, I can't remember.
Should have had one. He literally threw it to the wrong guy in the end zone. He like tipped it backwards and one of his own receivers caught it. I was like, okay.
One pickup for me was Jacksonville defense on the trade. They got me 5 interceptions, 2 pick sixes, and 5 sacks last week. Great.